Good afternoon. Good afternoon from Lagos. Good afternoon everyone. I hope that we are doing great this afternoon. I am. My name is Olamide Ogungbemi, and I'll be introducing some of my wonderful colleagues that are here with me. I have Johanna, who will be moderating. You'll be seeing more of him at the comment box. So please feel free to ask him questions and engage with him. And then I also have Chidima, who's at the back end. You won't be seeing much of her, but she'll be ensuring that this training goes smoothly. So thank you so much for joining us today. Please feel free to introduce yourself and tell us where you're joining us from. You can also tell us the name of your business if you have one. We're excited to have you on this session, and we are promising you that you're going to have a great time and you're going to learn a lot from this session. So please feel free to drop your names, your location, and your business name. Just tell us where you're joining us from. Thank you so much this afternoon. We're going to start, we're going to kickstart the class right now. I can't see anyone introducing themselves yet. We'll be happy to have you introduce yourself. Yes. All right. So I'm gonna start anyway. So today our topic is build your brand and sell online. Oh yes, I can see some people. I can see Aremu Basirat Abiola. Welcome, Aremu Basirat. Welcome. How are you doing today? And how is Lagos appeals? How's everything there? Thank you so much, Aremu. Thank you so much, Johanna and Chinelo. They are doing a great job. Thank you very much. All right. So just like I said today, we're going to talk about how to build your brand and sell online, right? Um, so I'm going to be asking you a question, right? And of course, we're going to before the question, we're going to talk about how to establish your brand online, how to develop your e-commerce offering, and how to utilize social media to drive sales, right? So these are the things we'll be looking at. So I'm going to ask you a question briefly. How do you currently market your business? Please let us know. How do you currently market your business? Oh, I can see some other people. I can see Ejiro Ogene. Welcome. Okay, thank you so much, Ejiro Ogene. Patrick. I can see Bumi Oduyemi. Welcome from Lagos Appeal. Welcome. Good afternoon. I can see Olaleka Johnson. Okay, you said your name is Oni Itireolu Omoladun. Welcome. All right. We're really glad to have you here, and just fasten your seatbelt and just know that you're gonna have a great ride of your life on this session. So thank you so much for joining us. All right. So tell me in the comment box, right? How do you currently market your business? I want to hear from you, right? You who have been, doing a business, how have you been marketing? How have you been getting people to know about your business? Before now. So let us know. Let us learn from you. Let other people learn from you. Okay, Jane Kaye from Uganda. Wow, all the way from Uganda. How's Uganda today, Jane? I'm really happy to have you here. So welcome. Itunu Oropo, welcome. How are you doing today? Okay, Jorogane, thank you. You said I own a shop where I sell from. Awesome, that's good. But how do you even get people to know about your shop in the first place? Or do you just um bank on people seeing your shop alone? Please let me know. Biola Kwonla, welcome. Good afternoon from Lagos. All right, so um I can say Juro said that she owns a shop, but I would like to know, is it just about owning a shop, or do you tell people about your business? And let me know how you do, if that's the case. All right. So while I'm waiting to see your comments. Oh, I can see someone else. I can see Adewuyi Adedoyin from Lagos. Welcome. I can see Ruth Julius. Welcome. All right. Awesome, awesome. All right, so let's just continue this. And just know that you're gonna have a great time this afternoon. All right. So how do you establish your brand online, right? How do you establish your brand online, right? So another question I'm going to be asking is that what benefits are brought to businesses by going online? What benefits do you think businesses will have by going online? Okay, Jane says I post pictures of the sandals I make on WhatsApp status. Awesome, great, that's good to know. So you use WhatsApp status for that. Good. I can see Adriel says I sell by people walking to my shop and also from referrals. Awesome, referrals. That's a great one, right? That means you're really doing well with your existing customers. Okay, so another question I'd like to ask you is what benefits are brought to businesses by going online? So what benefits have you gotten ever since you went online? Jane, please let us know. Ejiro, let us know. So I can see Somuyiwa from Badagry. Wow, all the way from Badagry. How's Badagry this afternoon? Welcome, Olabisi. Okay. So what benefits are brought to businesses by going online? So while I was typing our comments there on the comment section, I'm going to be talking about some of these things right away. So now let me tell you why businesses are going online. A whooping 1.7 billion people shopped online last year. No, I'm not saying million here. I'm talking about billion. Do you know what billion means? So that's a lot of number of people that shopped online, right? And then 97% of people learn about a business online than anywhere else in the world. So you see what I'm talking about. So that means more people. AGO, I know you're in a shop, but do you see that more people actually learn about your might learn about your business online than going anywhere else, right? And then 95% of people or purchases, sorry, would actually be through e-commerce by 2040. Do you see that? Do you understand what that means? That means in some years to come, most of the sales that we'll be having, no matter what kind of business you own, will be through e-commerce, right? Do you see that? That's really interesting. Ejiro says, sincerely, I have not gone online with my business, so my opportunity to be here to help my business go online. Awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. Don't worry. With this session, I'm very sure that you have the basics, to do that. And trust me, if you want more resources, we're going to actually, have a link that would actually take you to where you can learn more from. But trust me, after this session, you will have enough motivation to go online and actually make much more purchases than just your shop. James Kaya says online has helped me give more visibility to my craft sandal business. Awesome. Grace lace sandals. Good. I'm happy to hear that. All right. So how businesses use the internet. So how businesses have actually used the internet in so many ways. So businesses use the internet to sell products, right? Just like Jane. She said that people have known about our sandals because she has gone online. Do you see that? So that means she's making sales online, right? And of course, people also buy products. Business also buy products, so it might be that a product that you might need as a business owner, right? And even other people, right, other individuals actually buy your own products online, right? And of course, businesses use the internet to advertise their products, right? So you can actually get people to know about what you're selling. When you go online, you tell people, oh, you know what, I make, just like Jane, I make handmade sandals and they're very nice, they're authentic, I use real leather and all of those things. And then people know about your business, right? And of course, it helps you to reach more customers. Now, after you've advertised, right, other people get let to know that, okay, so Jane actually has a sandal business, and I think I want to try it, right? So you see, people now know more about your business. And of course, it helps you to reach your customers, the right set of customers at the end of the day, so you're not marketing to the wrong set of people, right? At the end of the day. So of course, and it also helps you to research competition. You're able to know, okay, who are my competitors? I mean how many businesses are also doing the same sandals as I do, in Kenya, for example, right? So you're able to know, okay, this is what exactly, this is how. Oh, Ruth says that I sell my products in the farm. Good, I love that. I'll be happy to upgrade on online sales. Good. So don't worry, Ruth. This is really great for you. Trust me that no matter what it is, even if it's yam, right, you can actually sell your product online, right? Even if it's yam, if it's potato, rice, tomatoes, whatever, you can actually get your business online, right? So that's good. So let's continue, right? Building an online presence. So how do you build your online presence? Now, this is for people that have said, oh, you know what, someone like Roots that says, I'm not online yet, or someone like, who was that, Ejiro, right, and says, I've not gone online. This is for you. So how can you actually build an online presence, right? So it is very essential that you actually get online, right? Because so many things happen online right nowadays. You can imagine last year when people couldn't go out. There was lockdown in almost all the countries of the world, right? But the people that were online, they were able to make sales, right? So if you were not online last year, I'm sure you'd have understood that, wow, this is really bad for me, right? So it's essential that you actually explore that option. So if it's a website, you may actually choose to have a website. You might choose an e-commerce platform. You might choose social media pages like Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, whatever it is, right? And even if you want to say, okay, you know what, I want to have all of them. I want to have a website, I want to have a social media handle, I want to have an e-commerce platform. That's fine, right? Everything will actually ensure that you actually get the best, and you are able to drive sales, yes, to your business. Okay, Oluwafemi Omole, welcome, welcome. It's good to have you here. Right, Ogunlo Yamina, welcome. Good afternoon from here. All right, so you see, there are actually two pictures you can see on the screen. So there's one that is Invelin Designs, and there's one that is Juma Art Tours. So you're able to see that this Invelin Designs was actually actually a website that was built with Google Sites. And trust me, the person who designed this website did it for free. Let me go back to what I mean. So the business owner actually did this website for free because Google Sites is free. And then Juma Art Tours also was built using Wix, and Wix is actually free. You don't have to pay anything, right? So do you see what I'm talking about? All right, so let's continue this. Pedro, welcome, welcome. We're having more people join us. All right. So there are actually different kinds of platforms that you can use, when you're going online. So just like I said earlier, you can actually have your own website, right? Just like I said, you can get free website. You might think, oh, you know what, it's very expensive. I talked to a developer, and the developer says I should bring, 200,000 naira. How do I even get that? No, you don't have to actually go to a developer. You can do it yourself using Google Sites, or other free website templates based platforms, right? And of course, you can actually use social media. Social media includes Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp. It includes YouTube, whatever you can imagine, right? They are all there. And of course, we have an online directory. So online directory is actually, they help you to have a list, right, of businesses that, into different segments. Sometimes they're classified, by location. Sometimes they're classified by business sector, depending on whatever, it's is the focus, right? So you can actually choose to actually go on an online directory, join one of the online directories, so that you have your business up there. And of course, you have e-commerce platform that allows you to buy and sell online. Do you see that? All right. So let me tell you something about e-commerce in Africa, and this will actually shock you that 400 million internet users are in Africa. which is second only to China. Do you see? We have 400 million internet users in Africa. So that means that you have a lot of potential clients in Africa. But because you have not gotten through to them, all because you're not online, you are not aware. Do you see? So then we have 10% of retail sales with an estimated value of 75 billion by 2025. Do you understand what that means? That means that 10% of retail sales will be made on online, right? With a value of 75 billion by 2025, right? And of course, $16 billion, $16.5 billion, not naira, not another currency, or not even million, right? But $16.5 billion revenue generated from e-commerce in 2017. Do you see that? That's a huge number for you to imagine, right? So let's look at the e-commerce platforms available. So we have Amazon, right? Amazon is like, it's actually a platform that is global, right? People in Nigeria use Amazon, people in US, people in UK, in Europe, wherever, Africa, we can actually use Amazon, right? And of course, we have Konga. Konga is actually one of the leading e-commerce platforms in Nigeria, right? And of course, it allows you to sell a lot of products on their platform. And then of course, Jumia is actually more in Africa. We have a lot of them we have Jumia in many African countries, and it allows you to sell a lot of products too, right? Like Konga. All right. So we're getting there. Yes, please feel free to drop your questions. I'm gonna take it very shortly. Just feel free to drop your questions. All right. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's just continue this. So sell your product on online marketplaces. So there's what we call Kilimall, right? Kilimall is actually an online shopping mall that connects merchants and consumers, right? And of course, we have Bid or Buy. Kilimall is actually a one that is very popular in Kenya. Bid or Buy, in South Africa, and then we have Gigi.ng in Nigeria, right? With Gigi.ng, you can actually sell used products like used TVs, used cars, used phones, used laptop, whatever it is, right? And it's actually a very huge platform in Nigeria. A lot of people use that when they have to sell things. So why not take advantage of that kind of platform, right? All right. So let's continue this. I hope you all can hear me clearly. Please, if you can't, let me know. If you can hear me clearly, please just drop a one so that I will know that okay, you're following, right? So drop a one. Let me hear from you. Please drop a one if you can hear me, and if you can if you have been following what I've been saying, I'm happy to hear from you. Please drop a one. Let me know if you're following me. All right. I'm not seeing any ones yet. Do I assume that you're not hearing me? Okay. Thank you, Ejiro. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. All right. Let's just do this. Let's continue. um so online business direct, just like I said, right, is a website where you have a list of businesses that are based on categories. Like you have categories based on location, you have based on segment, right? When I say segment, it might be business sector, probably food, agriculture, right? Fashion, whatever it is, right? So you can actually you can actually go to Yellow Pages of Africa or African business pages to actually get listed on their online business directory, right? Such that you have your business name or your business right there. And when anybody tries to check for what you're doing or something that's what you're doing, voila, they can actually see you online. Right. So how do you get listed on an online Google on an online business directory? So I'm going to show you. So let's look at African business pages, right? So the first thing is that you go to the website, then you register, right? You register your business details. You then of course you put in your contact details, your business sector. When they mean business sector, you're trying to talk about if you're in fashion or agriculture or whatever it is, wherever your business is, the industry your business is, you have to include it there. And of course, your country or your region, right? So that's how to actually, it's so simple. That's how to get registered on Africa Business Pages. So I want you to note it down. Africa Business Pages is an online directory that you can actually get registered on, right? To get listed online. Great. So another one, just like I've said, is social media, right? And social media is very easy, right? The good thing about social media is that you can actually, get entertained while you're also getting your product out there, right? For example, a platform like Instagram, you keep seeing other people's posts, you keep engaging with them, while you also putting your own post out there for other people to see. Do you see? Right. So we actually, if you have the right marketing plan, you should be able to create successful campaigns on social media that will help you to increase your sales, and of course, get you where you want. For example, if you want to increase your customer base, that's a great way to do that, right? So of course, the way to do that on social media, right, is to go to any of the social media platforms available: YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, or Facebook, and then just sign up, right? And once you sign up, you add your pictures, and of course, you have to create your own username, right? You don't just leave it blank. And of course, you add your business details, right? For example, where your business is located, your phone number, your website if you have one, and all of those, right? Okay, let's continue this. So now, if you have questions, it's a good time for you to drop it, and let's hear from you. Um, let me know if you have questions, and I'm really really happy to take your questions. So can I'm not seeing any questions yet. Please feel free to drop your questions. Okay, I can see Niniola. Niniola is saying, how can I grow my business on Instagram? Good. So on Instagram is very easy. You just ensure that you have, the right that your audience, right? The first thing, of course, you have to open your Instagram page, and of course you have to start creating posts that talk about your page, right? I mean, your business, right? Of course, if you sell shoes, you have to, create posts around shoes, and ensure that you do that daily, right? You don't just post once a year and expect people to actually buy from you. You have to ensure that you post that, even if it's not daily, even if it means it every 2 days, it's fine. And the amazing thing is that you don't have to just sit right there on Instagram and not do any other thing with your life. Rather, you actually have scheduling apps. That means that you can actually use apps that allow you to schedule posts. For example, if you know that your customers are going to be online by 12 a.m., but you would not be available, you just create a post, use a scheduler to create a post, and then put it for 12 a.m. And when you're asleep, you post, right, for you on your social media. Do you see that? So that's actually a way. And of course, you ensure that you use the right content. Content is key on Instagram, right? You use videos. People love videos on Instagram. Use videos, use images, catchy images, not just very boring images. Use images. Don't write too much. And people on Instagram don't write like too much write-ups. So just something short, and ensure you use hashtags. Hashtags are actually very important for Instagram. So I mean, that just explore some of these things, and trust me, you actually have sales. You actually have your sales increased as time goes on. All right. Someone says, "Can Olajumoke says, can you explain clearly on Africa business page?" All right. So it's very easy, right? So to actually get listed on their platform, go to Africa business page. You can just search on Google for Africa business pages, right? And once you see it, you click on their website, right? And you click on register. Then, of course, when you register, you'll be alerted to put in your business details, right? Your business name, the sector you belong to, right? And of course, your business contact details. Once you do that, and that's just it, you're already listed on their platform, such that if somebody else, wants to is looking for a kind of business that has to be yours and types on Google, there's a possibility that your business comes up. Do you understand what I'm talking about? All right. So Adejumo Bumi says, how can I start my business for the first time online, being the first time? Please help me out. Oh, awesome. So it doesn't really matter that you're just starting your business. I mean, I know of someone who just started a business like in December or January or so, and all she uses is Instagram. Trust me, she has made a lot of sales, and she's still making a lot of sales right here, right? So it doesn't really matter. The first thing is you need to think about is, what exactly do I want to do? What products do I want to make available? What service am I making available to people, right? And once you're able to determine that, open an Instagram or Facebook page, depending on where your audience, where you believe your audience are, right? And of course, I mean your audience is, right? And of course, put in start posting, right? The important things is you have pictures of your images, I mean pictures of your product, right? Or where you're serving somebody, right? It's very important, so that you have a reference, right? And of course you have videos that talk about what you do. You can even do content, so that even if you're not necessarily advertising, you can talk about, for example, if you we have people that do agri care, right? So you can talk about the benefits of, for example, yam, or the benefits of banana, if that's what you're selling, right? So this is just to help people to understand that what you're selling is important, and then next time you put a post about what you're selling, they are motivated to buy. Do you understand? That's how it works, really, right? So Adejumo, I don't know if I've been able to answer your question. So, but the first thing is, you can just go to you can try to put your business on an online directory, right? And an example is African business pages, right? And then you can go to social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, wherever platform you think is necessary, right? And of course, you can actually create a website. We're going to talk about that, right? A free website. You can use Google Sites to create that, right? And of course, Google My Business is another way to do that. Just go to Google My Business and register your business. So there are a lot of ways you can actually get online. So let me know if I've been able to answer your question. If I haven't, please also let me know, so that I can go back and talk about it better. All right. So Innocent says, shed more light on e-commerce. Oh, good. So e-commerce is just, selling and buying online. That's really what e-commerce is, right? So you, for example, Jumia or Konga, they're actually e-commerce platforms, so that by the time you go there, you can actually see several products that they are selling, and you can actually buy. Now they also work with vendors, right, that bring their products to sell on their platform. So you can actually take your product to Jumia and say, you know what, Jumia, I want you to help me sell my product. And then, of course, you understand that they will actually have commission on whatever sales you make, and then the rest comes to you. So they will give you a platform, right? You would actually put your product on that platform, and of course, they sell for you, and then you get your returns. That's just as easy as that. And of course, there are several other ways you can actually have your own e-commerce store, if that's what you want, right? That's how that works. Okay, Jane says, I'd like to know more about creating a website. How can I use Google My Business? All right, so that's very easy. So you can actually use Google Sites. Google Sites somehow is linked to Google My Business, right? So you can actually use Google Sites for that, right? We're going to share a link where you can learn about these things, very shortly. So just sit tight and enjoy. But trust me, Google Sites is actually free. You can even just go to Google and type Google Sites, right? And then you would see it come out, and then you're able to move around it and work on it as you want, right? So Jane, I hope I was able to answer that question. Please, if you think that you still do not understand, kindly let me know. All right, thank you so much. I can't see any more questions, so we'll just move on. Okay, so sorry, I can see Ogunloye Aminat saying, will you be charged if you market your product online through Facebook? So it depends, right? There's something that we call Facebook ads, and there's something that we call organic post. So organic kind of advertisement is that you just use your own platform, right? Put your content, right, and just post randomly, right, for your followers to see. While Facebook ads is that you have to pay a particular amount of money, such that people outside of your own list, your own followers, on Facebook, for example, we call it friends. Like people that are not on your friends list can still see it, right? So if you have a Facebook ad now, you see that people, even people abroad, people in UK, US, wherever, will be able to access your advertisement. Meanwhile, for just the organic Facebook post, is those that are on your friends list, right? That'll be able to see whatever you're posting. Do you understand? Except you have other people reshare and reshare. That's just about it. I hope I was able to answer that question, Amina. Thank you. All right. Let me see. I'd like to know more about creating a website. How can I use Google My Business? Okay. So yes, just like Johanna said, we have actually another training on Google My Business. So please just feel free to subscribe to this channel so that you are aware when we have such trainings. Yes. Thank you so much for that. Okay. Okay, Innocent says, I meant to say the safety on e-commerce. Oh, okay. So, well, you have to get an SSL certificate on your website if you're saying on your website, right? You have to ensure that you have an SSL certificate. Of course, it makes your website secured. Do you understand? So that's how to actually go about that. All right. So I hope I was able to answer that question also. All right. So let's just move on. So how do you develop your e-commerce offering, right? The first thing is that you have to pick a domain, right? A domain name is just like an address. Just like, okay, let me give an example, right? Most of us are from Lagos Appeal here, right? And Lagos Appeal has an address. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but I know when you're going to Lagos Appeal, there is something that says number 5, for, let's say, Adebayo Street, um Ojodu Beggar, something like that, right? So that's an address. But when you're putting your business online, you also have an address, but that address is not that same address that you have for physical location. Your address online is your domain name. That's how people can identify you and locate you. Do you understand? So every website has a unique domain name, right? And that means every website has a unique address. So you need to actually get that address from any of the vendors that sell. So Africa Domain actually have a platform where you can actually buy a domain name, and then Google also has which is called Google Domains, has as a platform that you can actually buy your domain name from, right? So the next is you have to secure a name, right? So the first thing is you have to check online and see, okay, is this name available? Because sometimes the name you're looking at choosing is not available, right? Maybe someone else has used it in the past, so you have to ensure that it's available. So you can actually go to GoDaddy, Domain King, or Bluehost for that, right? So GoDaddy actually sell domains. They and of course website, they have a website builder and SSL certificate, just like I said. And of course, Domain King is actually a very popular domain registration company in Nigeria. Bluehost is popular worldwide, right? Because so many people have it, and of course they provide you hosting. So do you see that? All right, let's just continue this. So of the next step is that you build your site, right? How do you build your site? Just like I said initially, that we have Google site. Google site is actually free, and we also have Wix. Of course, we have other platforms, platforms like MySpace and all that, right? There are so many other platforms that allows you to actually Squarespace. Sorry, I mean say Squarespace. Squarespace also allows you to sell. Allows you to use their templates to actually build a new website. So we have such kinds of platforms, right? So you can actually make use of one of these platforms to build a free website, so you don't have to pay any amount of money to actually do that. Do you see that? And you can do it yourself. All you need to do is, because there's already a template, all you just need to change it, upload your own pictures, upload your own content, and you're good to go. Do you see that? Right. So let's continue. So of course you have to utilize template, just like I said earlier, that you utilize template because most of templates are already there. So just look for the one that suits your business and then use it. Just change the pictures, change one or two things. No coding, you don't have to code anything. Just move, drop and drag and drop and all that. That's all you need to do on this kind of platform. And of course, the next thing, you have to upload your content, just like I said earlier. I said, you have to use your own content. Now that you already have a template, you have to use your own content, right? You use the pictures you have. You can even upload videos depending on whatever you want. So just like I said, you see these Juma art stores, they have their own pictures and all that. And of course, this was actually done with Wix, right? And of course, you see in Valley Designs too, they have pictures of, their fashion show and all of those, right? And this was actually done with what? Google site. So you see that, right? So whenever you're creating content for your website, there are actually things you need to look out for because it's very important. You don't just create content and just where I've done my own part. No, you have to ensure that whenever you're creating content, you put your audience at the forefront. What kind of content do you think they would like? For example, if you're selling to mothers, what kind of content do you think that mothers would actually catch mothers' attention? You know that every mother wants their child to be healthy, right? So you have to ensure that you use such kind of phrases, right? Every mother wants their child, to grow well, right? You have to also capture such kind of phrases. So you understand what I'm talking about here. So you have to actually, when you're actually creating content, you make sure that your audience, you're actually seeing from their perspective, so that you're able to solve their problems, right? And don't just throw things at them to buy. Do you see what I'm talking about? And of course, you have to research your competitors. You actually have a lot of competitors, right? So you have to take out and say, okay, who are those selling the same thing I'm selling? What are they doing better than I am, right? Or what am I doing better than they are? In this, you're able to see what is unique about your business, or you're able to also bring out something that is unique about your business. So, for example, you have a restaurant and other people have the same restaurant around that location. You're able to say, okay, those people that have a restaurant, do they give free drinks? Can I think of giving free drinks? Because that's a competitive advantage over the other. Drink in Nigeria now costs, some you actually see 200 naira, some 250 naira. And that's something for them, right? If you actually say, okay, you know what, I'm going to give you this free drink, they would think that, okay, this is an advantage over the other restaurant that is not giving me free drink. So you see, you're going to win more customers than the others. You see what I'm talking about? Of course, and then you have to learn search engine optimization basics. So search engine optimization is actually how to increase your chances of being seen in search engines. So for example, if you go to Google and you type, maybe baking businesses or cakes, right? It brings you out a list of people of businesses for you, right? Now those businesses actually have their website optimized. That's why their websites are coming up first. So if you want your website to come up first on Google or other search engines, then you have to ensure that you have search engine optimization. You have to learn the basics of that. Basically, it's just very easy. All right. So let's look at how to use plugins, because plugins are also very important, for getting to your audience, right? So actually, for e-commerce plugins, they actually what makes your website have some functionalities, right? That helps help make your customers visit to your site or to your e-commerce platform pleasant, right? So for example, you can actually put a promotion or discount code plugin, right? So with that, you're able to say, okay, you're able to see if, for example, you are giving 3% discount. That will pop out to your customers, right? And you can just do that just with plugins, right? And of course, you can actually also have a plugin that makes it easy for your customers to check out after they finish purchasing all they're buying, that they've clicked on all that they want to buy, they've added to cart, right? So is that plugin helps you to make to link to the payment page so that it's easy to check out, right? And of course, you have search engine optimization, just like I said, such that your business can actually be viewed as the first 10 or first 20 businesses available on search engines. And of course, they have e-market and email marketing integration plugins, right? Now, example of an email marketing platform is MailChimp. So MailChimp allows you to send emails to your customers. And you can actually also put this in your website so that anybody that subscribes to to your website, right, or anybody that visits your website is immediately subscribe to your email marketing list, so that next time you are sending to them, you are able to send to that new customer that visited your website. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So these are the things that plugins help you to do. And of course, the last one I'm going to talk about is the multiple payment options. So you can actually have plugins that helps you to have a lot of payment options rather than just one option, right? Sometimes you have PayPal, sometimes you have debit or credit cards, so that they can pay with their credit or debit cards. You can have PayPal, you can have your bank account, you can have other gateways like Flutterwave, for Nigerians and all of those. So do you see what I'm talking about? All right, so that's that. So you can actually get plugins. You can actually get plugins from Okay, you can actually get plugins from WooCommerce, right? You can actually get from WooCommerce, from Easy Digital Downloads, and from WP e-commerce. So all of these platforms are available. WooCommerce, for example, is open source, and open source means that it's available to everybody. Like anybody can have access to it. You don't have to pay anything, right? And of course, WP e-commerce too is also open source, right? Presently they have almost like 6,000 plus stores on them on their platform. So what are you waiting for? Ejiro, I'm encouraging. What are you waiting for? Please get on all of these platforms easily so that you can get online, right? All right. So you have to also ensure that while you are designing your website and all of those things, that your website is mobile friendly. What does it mean to be mobile friendly? So that when people see your website on their phones, right? It's easy to see. It's not that they keep scrolling from left to right, scrolling from left to right each time. No. And the reason why is you have to ensure that your website is mobile friendly is that 2.41 billion people will shop online worldwide this year. Do you see what I'm talking about? This 2021, you have 2.4 billion people will shop online. That means that you can still make a lot of money, even right we're in August, right? But you can still make a lot of money from by selling online before December. Because let's say out of these 2.41 billion people, 1 million has already bought, right? So I have like 1.41 billion people still buying, and your business can be part of those businesses they are buying from. Do you see? All right. And then we have 21 million online shoppers across Nigeria, South Africa, and Kenya. Nigerians, you are here. I know Jane is here. You are from Kenya. What are you waiting for? Right? You have to ensure that you get online so that you have buyers all across all of these countries. Then 50% of consumers shop more online than in store. That means many people, half of people that consume things, half of people that buy, half of them they actually buy online. So you see that you are losing a lot of market if you are not online. Mm-hmm. So how do you check actually if your website is mobile friendly? You just go to g.co/test my site, right? g.co/test my site. So I'm very sure that Johanna is doing a great job. Thank you so much, Johanna. I'm really seeing the energy at the comment section. Thank you for all of what you're doing. Kindly help us to post this particular link so that everyone can take note of it. And just like I always say in my trainings, please do not attempt to click on this link, because when you try to do so, you get out of this session, and that is not what we want, right? So please just take note of it. You could just write it down or note it on your phones, right? So let's just go ahead. All right, so this is the moment where we're going to take questions. So can you let us know if you have questions, right? Let us know if you have questions, and I'll be happy to take them. Okay, so I can see some questions here. How can you start food online like moi moi and soup? Very easy. I can tell you that's very easy, Adejumo. So you know what you can do? Just as whenever you cook, right, just ensure that you take great pictures, right, and of course videos on how beautifully you have arranged those, your dishes and all that. Don't just take pictures where you see rag one side, dirt one side, and then you take no. Ensure that you do that in a very clean environment, and ensure that once you do that, you take great pictures. Use a nice phone. If you don't have camera, use a high quality phone to take those pictures, and then go to your Instagram page or your Facebook page or wherever, and post and say, oh, I sell this, right? And then of course beyond that, you keep posting about whatever your, for example, moi moi. You can talk about, oh, the benefits of moi moi. Oh, it's proteinous, it helps you do this, it helps you build your immune system, whatever it is, you put it. And of course, make sure that you do that almost frequently. Don't just post once in a week and you're gone. Just put it there. And of course, just like I said, you can actually also go to an online business directory to do that. Use your WhatsApp status to also do that. Oh, I have my money for sales. How many people are up? Do you understand what I'm talking about? So just do that. And of course, reviews from other customers, people that have bought from me, and they believe that is your whatever you're selling is fantastic. Put their reviews and say, oh, you know what? I enjoyed your moi today. Thank you so much. Take a snapshot of that particular comment and put it on your Instagram or Facebook and say, oh, we got reviews today, kindly buy from us because you're going to have the same experience as this person did. Do you understand? That's really how to do that. All right. Let me see. Okay, so thank you, Johanna. Johanna already answered some of those questions. Thank you so much. So that's all I can. That's the question I can see. So we'll just continue. Thank you so much for that, Johanna. All right. Okay. So let's look at how to utilize social media to drive your sales, right? It's very important to use social media. So tell me, how can social media benefit your business? I want to hear from you in the comment box. Please let us know, how can social media benefit your business, or how has it benefited your business in the past? What have you done? And how have you seen social media benefit your business? So let us know, how can social media benefit your business, right? I want to hear from you in the comment section. How can social media benefit your business? How can social media benefit your business? I'm waiting to see. I've not seen anybody. I want to see you. Please let us know, how can social media benefit your business? All right. I'm not seeing any comments yet. All right. I'll just continue then. Right. I'll just continue. So let's look at how it can benefit your business. So you can actually generate more sales using social media. Do you see? Because by the time you post your product and people are, oh, how can I purchase from you? Oh, I want to buy this, I want to buy that. Ensure that you attend to your customers properly so that they can actually always come back, right? So that's how to generate sales using your social media. And of course, you can add value to your brand, right? You can just, the way you package your logo, right, your flyers and all that, add value to your brand. And of course, can actually improve your marketing. So if you realize that, okay, you know what, people are not really buying my product when I put it on YouTube, maybe I should go to Facebook, right? You are able to see, okay, this is the best platform that, this is the platform that usually make more sales, and you can actually channel or put more energy using that particular platform that you make more sales on, right? And of course, you build relationship and networks, right? A great way to do that is to respond and be very interactive, engage your audience on social media. Don't just post and that's it. When people talk about your product, you reply them, respond to them, right? And of course, even go to other people's pages. For example, you can follow influencers, right? Influencers are people that help others promote their businesses. So for example, in Nigeria, we have Kiki. She spells Kie. That she's a very good influencer. So you can actually go to our page and just respond to one of our posts. That's the way. And then after that, you can just put, oh, by the way, we sell this. That's a great way. Do you understand? And of course, you can actually talk to her directly if you want to, if you can afford her. So, what, can you help me, influence my business and all that? That's something, right? And of course, you have to also ensure that you stay competitive, right? That's what social media does for you. It helps you stay so that you have your unique value proposition at all times. Great. All right. So how do you set up a social media strategy? Because it's very important. How do you set up a social strategy? You don't just go online and say, oh, I'm not online. No, everybody, I'm online. No, it has to be a strategy. So the first thing you have to look at is, who are my audience? That's the first question. If you are going to be, for example, I saw, I see that she sells handmade sandals. The first, how many people wear such kind of sandals? That's the first question. Who are those that wear such kind of sandals I make? Are they students? Are they workers? Like, do they work, or are they old people? Right? How can I get them? Right? And all that. Then the next thing is, what's my business goal? What am I trying to achieve? Am I trying to actually get more people to buy from me? Am I trying to gather followers? What am I trying to do exactly? You have to know. Then of course the next question should be, what social media platforms are they on? My audience, where can I find them? Can I find them on Facebook? Are students more on Facebook or on Instagram? No, students are actually more on Instagram than Facebook. Let me know that. Yes, you can actually see students on Facebook, but students are very, very active on Twitter and Instagram. That's just something for you to note, right? Of course, I'm talking about Nigeria now, because this is a Nigerian thing, not because I know most of our audience here, they're Nigerians, right? And of course, your tone of voice, right? It has to suit those you are talking to. If you're talking to old people, you have to ensure that you talk to them, with respect and all that, and you understand what I'm talking about, right? And of course, if you're talking to young people, you have to be ensure that you are vibrant, right? It's the whatever content you're putting is full of energy, and they're able to connect with you, right? And of course, the last thing you have to understand is, what does success mean to you? What success means to you is based on what your business goals are. What were you trying to achieve in the first place? Now that's what will help you to know, okay, was I successful at what I was trying to achieve, right? So let's just do this together. All right. Okay, so I can see some say social media can help your business get more audience and sales. Good, thank you. And also increase referrals. Thank you, Bumi. Biola says you can social media helps to sell and get product to customers without leaving your house. Great. Innocent says, will help increase my net sales. Awesome. Prince Omole says, by posting your product on social media. Okay. Olajumoke says, social media helps to start with little or small capital. Go. That's actually it. You don't even have to have a lot. Do you understand? Do you know what some people do? Let me tell you some people secrets. Some people, they don't have that product at all. Of course, I'm not saying that you should do this, but that's just I'm trying to point out what Olajumoke said. Some people don't have the product at all, right? They just go get a picture that they know that they can actually have access to. For example, if it's a dress, right? You know, okay, I can easily get this dress from someone, or maybe another supplier, right? They just post pictures of different dresses and different things that they sell, and post and say, oh, you can actually order for this, order for that. And trust me, it is until people order that they now go buy the dress, and trust me, they are getting the money immediately. So there's really no capital that is needed. Do you understand what I'm talking about? So that's the good thing about going online, right? Thank you so much, everyone, for that contribution. Thank you, Johanna, for this energy. All right, thank you so much. Let's just go ahead then. Right. So just like I was saying, the first thing is to define your strategy, right? And of course, you have to understand who your audience are. That's the first question you have to ask yourself. Who are my audience, right? What are they interested in? What influences them, right? When are they usually online? Are they online at night, or in the mornings, or in the afternoons? When are they usually online? You have to understand that those that are working, they are doing 9 to 5 jobs. They will not most likely be online from 9 to 5, but they might be online more maybe in the mornings or in the evening. So you have to understand which actually suits your audience, and then which social media do they use. Do they use Facebook more than they use Instagram? Do they use Instagram more than they use Twitter? Do they use Twitter more than they use YouTube? You have to know, right? And of course, you have to define your goals. What exactly are you trying to achieve? Are you trying to give your customers a better service, or are you trying to actually create your brand awareness, make people aware, people that what, I exist, this my brand exists? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to actually generate more sales, or get more people onto your website, or are you trying to connect with influencers? You have to know exactly what you're trying to do, so that you know the next step. And of course, the next step is to now pick a platform, right? Social media platform. Of course, just like I said, social media platforms differ. The audience on social media platforms differ. If you want to reach old people, trust me, Facebook is a good way. There are so many old people on Facebook because that's what they are. I mean, I'm talking about Nigeria. Take notes, right? Take note. I'm talking about Nigeria. I'm not really aware of. I'm not really sure about other countries, but I can state for Nigerians. So for example, old people are more on Facebook than on Instagram, right? So if you're willing to capture old people, go to Facebook, right? And of course, you have to understand, okay, what's their lifestyle. You have to then, of course, if you see that, okay, maybe Instagram is not working, yeah, I'm not really making a lot of sales, try Facebook. If you say, okay, Facebook is not really working, try YouTube, whatever it is, right? Just keep trying different channels and different strategies to know which one works better for your business. Good. All right. So the next thing, you have to also define your brand social voice. Your social voice includes your brand, right? I mean your logo. When I talk about logo, like the picture that represents your your business, right? For example, when you see the elephant image, you know that it's most likely First Bank. Do you understand what I'm talking about? When you see the Coca-Cola, you know that's Coca-Cola, right? So it depends on what exactly your business is about, right? And of course, you have to focus on what are the fonts I want to use. Should it be stylish or should it just be very rigid? What kind of colors do I want? Do I want very bright colors or just cool colors, right? Of course, that depends on your audience too, right? For babies, you have to do something that is very shouty, right? And of course, the tone of your voice has to also matters a lot, especially when you're talking to different audiences, right? So for example, just like I said, youths are very vibrant, so they want a vibrant, energy filled voice, tone and all that, right? And of course, you have to know that your do's and don'ts has to be clear. And of course, your style of images matter. What style of images do you think that your business should take up, right? Is very important. So for example, if you go to impact has social media page, realize that we have a style, a particular style of our images. They are not the same, but they have the same tone, they have the same feel. So that's how we want to be represented, and that's how we represent ourselves. So you can actually also choose how you want to be represented, right? Then of course you have to define success, just like I said. What does it mean to you? Now, since you have already defined your business goals will actually help you to know if you are successful or not. So if you're actually looking to have more audience, were you able to have more audience at the end of the day, right? If you're actually looking at having brand awareness, the more people now know about your brand, right? If it's more sales, do you have more sales now after put your content online? Do you understand what I'm talking about? So that's how to actually define success. All right. I'm enjoying this session. I hope you are. We're actually coming to the end of the session. So please just feel free to ask your questions and let us know if you have comments. Johanna will actually be taking comments that you have. All right. So another question I would like to ask is, which social media platform does your business use? Let me know. Put it on comment box. Let's hear from you. Which social media platform does your business use? Right. So Somuyiwa says, creating customers from all over the world with lesser stress. Awesome, thank you. Yes. Okay. Um. So yes, there's actually we're actually going to get a certificate after this class, right? So please do well to fill my moderator Johanna has put the link for you, right? So please fill that form so that you can actually get a certificate after this particular training. All right. So, which social media platform does your business use? Oh, thank you, Prince. Prince says I use Facebook. Great. So it's good to know I use Facebook. All right. So yes, so we have Twitter, right? Twitter is actually a good platform if you want to have quick conversations, right? You want to make your point known quickly. Twitter is actually a good way. And of course, you have to ensure that you have to use your hashtags, right? And of course, you can actually ask questions and run polls on Twitter. You can actually retweet and engage with customers, and use pin tweets. So that if there's something, probably there's a promo that you have for a particular period, you can actually pin the tweet so that everybody can see when they come to your page, right? And of course, you have Facebook. Facebook just like I said, helps your customers to find you. And of course, you can actually link your website or your Facebook page to your website, right? Put your website link on your Facebook page. And of course, you have to put your opening hours so that people don't opening and closing hours, so that people don't come to your web to you when you have closed, right? And of course, your contact details is very important. Then the call to action, that means what exactly do you want customers to do? Do you want them to shop now? Do you want them to contact you now? Do you want them to buy now? Do you want them to whatever it is? You have to put it there. And of course, just like I said, use a lot of videos and images to just generate interest. All right, so Instagram is also a great platform, right? That allows you to share videos and pictures, and of course, you can use your story to share whatever. And of course, go easy on the hashtags, and of course, follow influencers. I've already talked about following influencers initially, right? So LinkedIn, just like I said, LinkedIn is actually a great platform for recruitment. You can actually, get a lot of people, and of course, you can actually connect with other people on LinkedIn. Right? You just create a personal or company page, and ensure you have your employees as your brand ambassadors, right? And of course, you have to make sure that your company page is search engine friendly. They can actually see it quickly on search engine. Of course, that's SEO, just like I talked about earlier, search engine optimization. And of course, generate interest by creating special showcase pages and share products and thought leadership content on LinkedIn. Right. All right. So I'm gonna be asking questions right now. Does anybody have any question? Okay, thank you so much, Charlotte. Charlotte said I use Facebook and Instagram. Awesome, awesome. All right. So I can see a question here. It said, if business is not registered, can we sell online? Yes, actually, you can actually sell online even if your business is not registered. But I will encourage you to actually register your business wherever you are. If you're in Nigeria, please do. Please ensure that you register your business. But yes, you can actually sell online without actually registering your business. But I would not advise that you stay so long without registering your business, because business registration is actually very important. It makes you legal, like it gives legal right to actually sell in a particular country. So please register. But you can actually go online to actually register your business. But a platform like LinkedIn will not allow you. They want to see your certificate of registration before you actually can go on their platform, right? All right. So I can't see any other questions. So I assume that there are no questions again. All right. But you can still feel free to drop it if you have. All right, so what are the next steps for you? You can actually go to learndigital.withgoogle.com/digital skills/courses to take more, to learn more, right? You can actually expand your knowledge base with when you go to this particular link. You can actually, this is just what we have done today, is just like a tip of the iceberg. There's still more, so you can actually go back to learn more. And I'm sure my colleague Johanna will be doing that justice to that, be posting that for you to see, so that you can actually take note of that. Just like I said, do not attempt to click on it. Just take note of it for now, so that you don't get out of this session. All right, so you can actually find us on social media, right? You can actually find us on facebook.com/digital skills for Africa, twitter.com/digital skills AF, and on Instagram you can actually find it on instagram.com/digital skills AF. So if you have not followed us, please follow us. Johanna will also be dropping those links for you to see, so that you can actually follow us. All right. So thank you so much for joining this class. Johanna has already posted that certificate link. So please, Johanna, you can kindly help us repost, so that people can actually get registered. So thank you so much for your time, and have a great time. All right, bye. Take care.